say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight through the perilous fight? O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
That's a lovely, lovely voice.
that our flag was still there. Oh, see does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let the games begin.
Ago, the prophet Jeremiah stood with a potter's jar in the capital city of his nation. The jar, a symbol of that nation formed by God's hand, molded for his purpose and appointed as his vessel. But the nation had forgotten those purposes and now warred against them. How then could it stand? 400 years ago, today, the Mayflower sailed through the waters of the Atlantic, and a new civilization was brought into being and formed as a consecrated vessel for the purposes of the Almighty. But that vessel, America, has also forgotten the purpose for which it was formed and now wages war against them. How then can it stand? And how can God bless a nation that wars against his ways, that blasphemes his name, that silences his word and vilifies those who uphold it, that sheds the blood of over 60 million of its children? Can the smiles of heaven remain upon it? They cannot. Such things only lead to judgment. God told the prophet Jeremiah, take that vessel and show it before the people. And then smash the vessel. For if a nation's course remains unchanged, so too will its end. For a house divided, a house that wars against its own foundation, cannot remain standing. And that is why we have come to this ground on the 26th day of September 2020 and have gathered all over America and the world, because the hour is late and the moment is critical. We've come here to stand before God, to intercede for this nation as never before and seek his mercy as never before. We have come here because God has given this promise. Yet still, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their evil ways, I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land.
So now the question is, what is this all about? It is about one word and one ritual: abortion. Abortion. To shed the blood of an unborn baby is to murder a human life, the most innocent of human lives. The people of ancient Israel lifted up thousands of their children on the altars of Baal and Moloch, and by doing so, they invoked their own destruction. But we, the Babylonians in the U.S. and the world, have lifted up millions, and our collective hands are covered with blood. So America began practicing abortion on demand in 1970 in biblical context. The beginning, the first act or event, the first day or first fruit is of particular significance. So we had to identify the entrance of abortion on demand onto American soil. The first step of that entrance, where would it be? The year 1970 saw abortion legalization in 4 states. One of those four states, 2 were first in time and most primary. One constituted the first American state to legalize the practice, but the other was the first to legalize the practice on the continent. Okay, so the dark entrance. The state was New York. It was by far the most critical American state in abortion entrance to the nation. So when did that happen? Right here at the bottom. So when abortion was set into motion, it was introduced in New York. It was introduced into legislation on January 20, 1970. January 20, 1970 was the seminal day, the first fruit of abortion. So here's what happened. The year 2020 began. The world watched increasing alarm reports of a new virus originating in the Wuhan province of China. Right, all BS nonsense. So what happened? At the bottom here, the highlighted part. What happens if we take the beginning of abortion, the first fruit, its first act, the seminal act of its entrance, January 20, 1970, and count forward the full span of the jubilee, 50 years. Where does that take us? It takes us January 20th, 2020. January 2020 was the day of the plague first struck America. It was the day of patient zero. The day it was confirmed the contagion has entered the nation. And the plague entered into America on the same exact date abortion on demand began its entrance into America. Beyond the two dates were joined together, but the exact 50 year during the Jubilee, they are planning this over abortion. So, is it possible to identify the exact moment abortion on demand actually began in America? If so, would it bring forth a revelation? On February 20, 1970, the Hawaiian House of Representatives passed his abortion bill. Right, the governor was a Catholic, believed the abortion was wrong. It wouldn't be until middle of March the next step would be taken. Oh, the middle of March, magic. March, month of impact. March 1970, March 2020. Here it is at the bottom. The legalization of abortion came more specifically in the middle of March 1970. Exactly 50 years later, in the middle of March 2020, and so it did. The plague fell not only in the month of March, but in the middle of the month. Are you kidding me, guys? And yet, could the mystery be even more exact? In the mid-March 1970, Hawaiian Governor John Burns informed his state that it would now be legal to kill one unborn child. With the announcement, abortion on demand came upon American soil. What date was it? March 11th, 1970. This is the exact date when abortion on demand became legal on American soil. What then happens if one takes the years of the Jubilee and begins a countdown starting from that day, at least to March 11th of 2020? The point is, this is all about one day abortion. And they did it down to the exact second, right? So what this guy did, as you saw at the beginning clip, is he announced, the president made his decision to begin his Supreme Court nomination, the lady, on Saturday, September 26th of 2020, of all frickin' days, September 26th, all flippin' days, right? He chose 5 p.m., but magically, the White House is running late. And what happened? Right when John Kahn blew the trumpet, I then proclaimed the final declaration and prayed to seal the return and pray for the releasing of God's power. So the moment at the bottom here, the moment on the White House lawn, the president was standing at the podium before the gathered guests. He opened his mouth to speak. I stand before you today to fulfill one of my highest and most important duties. That was the moment that began the nomination of one who would cast the critical vote to overturn Roe v. Wade. Began an instant when the president began to speak. It would alter American history. So when was it? 5:04:33. I said go, and the trumpets blasted. 5:04, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. When the president opened his mouth, set in motion, the overturning that would overturn abortion was September 26, 2020. So what is the point of all this? They're using damn abortion. And then, years later, on June 13th, Supreme Court will allow abortion pill to stay on the market unanimously. Maintains abortion pill unanimous decision. When was that ruling? June 13th. June 13th. What happened a year later? On June 13th, 2025, Israel and Iran went at it, right? And then Trump sent the things to Iran to shoot down whatever, all that nonsense with the B-52s or B-2s, whatever crap that was. So June 13th. What is the Julian of June 13th? June 13th. The Julian is June 26th. 626. And we knew that month 3 and month 9. June 26 in 2025 was month 3 coming out of a leap year instead of month 4. So it was month 3, and 3 plus 6 is 9. 926 was the Julian of June 13th. And that was the day in 2024 that they cast the vote. And then again on July 25th, Christmas, they came out with this article and interviewed the guy that made the abortion pill. Then all over the telly, they made sure to tell everyone that abortion was legal. The abortion pill can stay on the market, right? The abortion pill can stay on the market. When did that occur? Supreme Court says abortion pill can stay on the market. It was breaking news, and they showed this prescription bottle. And what does that say? 422. 422. Numbers know all, you fools. And what does November mean? November means 9, right? What month are we in? We're in month 5 on the Torah calendar, and month 11, 5 and 11, right? We should be in month, what month should we be in? We should be in month 6 and month 12, right? Month 6 and month 12, but we're in month 5 and month 11, ironically. But either way, so what is the day we're watching? August 21st, right? What is that day? That's 11/26, 9/26, right there. But what month does that say? 5. What was month 5 in the year 2024? What was the other month 5? Obviously, it was month 11. When was that? That was January, the month of abortion, January. So what's month 5? 11 minus 6 is 5. 5/2/1, January 22nd. January 22nd was the exact day that abortion was legalized. So this is the day, because they are using abortion to the max. This is the day. This is why they say midday, January 22nd, midday September. If your ark is not done by midday September, Sept 11, November means 9, right? So if your ark is not done by midday September 22nd, you will be. This is why we're looking at August 21st. August damn 21st. So when is the middle of the day? Midday. Well, obviously, if the day starts in the afternoon, if the day begins, let's say at 3 o'clock, the day does not end till 3 o'clock the next day, till sundown, right? So the middle of the day is at night. The night of August 21st is the middle of the day in your face. If it's January 22nd, if we're looking at August 21st, right? 5/2/1, if we're looking at August 21st begins in the middle of the day and ends the middle of the following day. So midday would be at night. And here is the last Hurricane Erin appeared in one of the most tragic satellite images in U.S. history. And they made sure to post this on August 15th with a timestamp of 7/11. 7/11, and of course we're going to get back to 7/11 in a minute. 7/11, and here's the hurricane off the coast of New York. And what is the most important picture? The strategic picture, the smoke coming off of that ritual on 9/11 with the hurricane right there, right? And if you watch the last video, this hurricane, when I post that last video, I posted that on Friday, right? On Friday or last Thursday, whatever. I posted that video before, when this hurricane was still a tropical storm. And the timestamp in that other video was 1/2/1, 10/21. I said, watch, that's the 7-day warning. That's before that hurricane even began to form. It was a tropical storm. I said, dude, it's a 7-day warning. And what are the odds? Exactly 7 days later, now NOAA is showing this hurricane off the coast of New York Thursday, 8 p.m. at the exact location it was in 2001. But at nighttime on Thursday the 21st. What are the damn odds? And Hurricane Erin is one of the fastest, rapidly intensifying storms in Atlantic history. Hurricane Erin, the same name. Let's look at the hurricane from 2001. Right here. Hurricane, the significance right here. Erin was the longest lived hurricane of the 2001 season. It's notable for rapid intensification. And Hurricane Erin, once again, rapid intensification. All of a sudden, it's a Category 5, the most rapid in history. Give me a break. You have to be nothing but a rapture retard scumbag not to see this, right? And I thought that August 21st would be so obvious, and not one raptard. Not one of the raptards is looking at August 21st. I'm taping this part of the clip on the 17th, right? And bottom line is, so right now, August 17th, I've not seen one raptard look at 8/21, and that's the reason I was not looking at August 21st. I'm like, dude. And Anna pointed this out in the comments. August 21st, there's the moon phase on August 21st. And there's the moon phase on Obama's Satan's face in IPG2. Exact. And there's the chalkboard in IPG2 101. Lunar. What is the lunar date that they're using? April Fool's Day. What is the lunar date of August 21st we talked about? August 21st. The lunar date is obviously June 27th. If we go to June 27th, what is that date? June 27th. 4 plus 6 is 10. 101. Not only is it the exact moon phase on Obama's face, it's 101 right in your face, right there. April Fool's Day. Abortion, right there. 521, abortion. And when did John do that little ritual? On September 26th. That's why September 26th was so damn important. I didn't remember that when I was making those September 26th videos. But if you look at the other videos, when did all the homosexuality stuff happen? On June 26th. A man, the covenant to marry a man and a man, homosexuality, when that came to America was June 26th. Exactly. Once again, June 26th. Right there. Guys, they're using the damn lunar. They're using the lunar, the Torah, and the Hebrew, because the lunar is where the moon phase, that's where all the religions use their lunar. That's where they base their guidelines off of the new moon. That's why the Q-Psyop keeps posting about the new moon. Get it? The new moon is on August 23rd, but August 21st is 3 days before the new moon, just like it happens on the Feast of Trumpets. So they got the rapture retards, the scumbags, the cockroaches, the brain dead of our society, looking at the real Feast of Trumpets where nothing's going to happen ever. But they're doing everything on April Fools because these mofos are complete, utter, degenerate fools. And now, let's get to the good part, the good stuff. What did Trump Tart say? November 5th will be the most important day in history, with a timestamp of 11/8. And the Q-Psyop is the first post that you see when you Google that. The Q-Psyop on 826. When is 826? Obviously, 826 is exactly on August 21st. But when is November 5th? November 5th will be the most important day in history, a day ahead, weeks in advance. I said, let's look at November 8th. And if you go to November 8th of 2024, November 8th, like the timestamp 118, go to 118. 9/5, right? 9/5, and that day was all the Trump assassination headlines. Iran ordered an operative to assassinate Trump before the election, federal prosecutors say. All the headlines on November 8th. I said watch all the headlines in a video. Over a week prior, I said watch November 8th. It's going to be all about Trump assassination headlines, because the first Trump assassination was on July 13th. The Jew date was 5/6, just like this date. And the second Trump assassination was on September 15th, which was 7/11. 7/11, and when 7/11? Exactly on this date, right here. It's the 7th on November 8th, 117. You get it? You get it? And all the assassination headlines comes out there. Why is that important? Because here is the kicker. Here is the kicker. When was the movie The Day After Tomorrow released? On May 28th. What is the day after tomorrow? May 28th plus 2. Obviously, it's May 30th, 5/3. Guys, what's 9 minus 6? 9 minus 6 is 3. What is the day on November 8th? It's 3/5. Why is 5th, 3rd, 3/5 so important? It's so damn important that they named a bank 5th Third Bank 5/3. Use your head. September 11th, right? The September, I'd never forget, 9/11. So when's 9/11? 9 minus 6 is 3. What's 11? 11 minus 6 is 5. 9/11 is 3/5. Do you understand? 9 minus 6 is 3. Ask a 4-year-old. What's 9 minus 6? They'll tell you it's 3. And what's 11 minus 6? 11 minus 6 is 5. 9/11 is 5/3. 3/5. The day after tomorrow. 3/5. That's why they have everything 5th, 3rd. And they're using 2024 and 2025. We already established that plenty of times. So if you go to March 5th in 2024, what is that day? It's 12/23. 12/23, right? What happened on 12/23? Well, nothing happened on 12/23, but the movie Babylon was released exactly on 12/23. What is the Black Eyed Peas calendar? The Black Eyed Peas calendar shows the 23 marked off on a Tuesday. What was that day? It was the 23 on a Tuesday. What else was March 5th? March 5th was right here on Adar 25, Christmas. March 5th was Christmas in 2024. March damn 5th. March 5th was so important that before March 5th, I did a whole post on Flakebook about March 5th. March 5th was the X date on the Black Eyed Peas. March 5th in 2024 was the day of the Tiger King God, not just the tiger, not just the day of the tiger that happens every month. It was the Tiger King. The official day of the Tiger King was on March 5th in 2024. The Obama movie that we saw, the clock was set 11:17. About some scene some dude moving around lots of money and the winter solstice. Then 3 days later, Persia NBC on 7/28 with the timestamp 11:17 the article. If you take Daniel's 2,300 days from March 5th of 2024, what'd you end up at? 11:17. The Torah date March 5th is 12/22, 12/23, the precise date of the winter solstice. Video timestamp is 5/6, just like the date March 5th, right? Because Adar means 6, so 6/5. March 5th, you understand Adar means 6 and 12. Adar means 6 and 12, so the date March 5th, when you use the Gentile day 5 and the Jew month Adar, that's Adar, literally Adar 6, Adar 5, 6/5. IPEC goat market collapse. Jews a month ahead, so March 5th was remember the 5th of November, right? March 5th is the dude, 6/5 I just said. March 5th, the Hebrew date was September 24th when the politician warning, when he said you'll never forget where you're standing. How was that September 24th? Because March 5th doesn't end till 12/24, right there. And there's your IPEC goat market collapse right there, because March 5th, Adar 5, 6/5. And if you take Daniel's 2,300 days on March 5th, you get to 11/17. 11/17 was December 29th, matching the Blondie calendar. Bottom line, why is March 5th so damn important? Because, do you understand that March 5th is 9/11? The two Joe temples burn on the same day. And what was Trump's timestamp? 118. So he's telling you to look at 10/18. You saw that timestamp, 1108, right? 8/11. So if you use a calendar, not gematria junk, not strong concordance, not pothead, brain dead, degenerate, raptard junk, scumbag stuff, right? And you go to this date, our handy dandy October 2024 calendar, you go to the date 1018, exactly 10/22, Oct 22, 8/22, right? And what do we establish? That August 21st is actually also August 22nd, right there on the January calendar. So they're telling you to look at this date. And why is this date so important? Because right there, 8 minus 6 is 2, 2, 2, 2. Right here, that's why they gave you the 222. And when did they do the rituals? On October 25th. Remember October 25th, Iran, Israel went at it on Friday night. So the night of October 21st, he's telling you this will be the most important day in history, 222. October 26th, 826, just like the Q Psyop posted below his tweet on 826. Do you understand November 5th will be the most important day in history? Because remember the 5th of November. So all the Trump assassination headlines came out on this day. So what do you think is going to happen on this day? It's going to be 118, the most important day in history. And then, what is that day? It's 9/5. And what does Osama bin Laden's niece say? According to the New York Post, only Trump can prevent another 9/11. And they posted this on 9/9. That's obviously Central Time, so 9:54, 9996 right there. So you click on it, and here's the article right here. And the original timestamp was 9:23, and I can't find that from back then, but 9:23 was the original, but it doesn't matter, 9/9, right, 9/9. But they posted this on September 5th, September damn 5th. Remember the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. And she said 9/11 is right here on 9/5. And when is 9/5? Right here, right damn here. And what is the Julian of this date? What is the Julian of November 8th? It's 9/21. And if we're in the yellow calendar, right, what is the other calendar in November? The white calendar. It's month 8, Shezvan 8. So what is that date? 8/21. Do you understand? November 8th will be the most important day in history. At 13 days, this is the exact day Putin shot off the ICBM on November 21st, right? And if you go to the white calendar in 2024, The Julian of November 8th, 821. Precisely our date, 821. Drop the damn mic on your flippin' head and on every rapture retard degenerate screwball that didn't look at October 21st, that didn't even know October 7th over a month in advance. That day was the night. It was the night of October 6th in Babylon, and the date was what was that date? It was on the 21st, the damn 21st on October 7th. This is October 7th over and over again. And what do they tell you? They will repeat October 7th and again. And what are the odds? The timestamp is 822, and we already established the night of the 21st is 822, right there in your face. Oct 822. Come on, guys, don't be retarded like a rapture retard. And was that timestamp 6 plus 1 is 7? 7/11. When is 7/11? If you go to month Oct right here, what month was it on the other calendar? It was month Tishri, right? Tishri, right here, Tishri. It was Tishri in October. Tishri means 1. 1/17, 7/11 is 9/11, exactly in our date, 8/21, the only date I had after September 26th. I wasn't like Barry Dumbass, Dr. Barry Braindead, and pick Yom Kippur or any of the other nonsense crapola junk. Okay, so bottom line is, what is the bottom line? The bottom line is 7/11 is right here, 8/21. But the only day you can do October 7th over and over again is on October 21st, 8/21 or 8/22, our date on Thursday night. But back to this. 9/11 is the only number there, September 5th. And I can assure you this timestamp used to be 923, but 99 is fine. That's also our 9/6 date, right? Bottom line, 9/5. What is going on? What is going on the night of 8/21? The New York Football Giants are playing the Patriot Act, New England Patriots, on the night of August 21st, Thursday night. Right there, MetLife, met death. And when was that groundbreaking of that stadium? Exactly. Remember, the 5th of November, September 5th. And when did the stadium open? It broke ground on September 5th. It opened exactly on April 10th. Zero's not a number. April 1st. That's why they said August 23rd. What does QSIOP say? August 23rd will be the most, August 23rd, shift change and all that stuff, pointing to us to August 10th and Julian. April Fool's Day. What did they say? They said August 23rd is April Fool's Day. That's what the QSIOP said. April 10th. So zero's not a number. When's August 21st? I showed it in the last video. It's 4/1. What are the odds? September 5th and 4/1. And the New England Patriots are at the New York Football Giants exactly at MetLife Stadium. And the Pittsburgh Steelers played the Baltimore Ravens, as you saw in that clip at the beginning. Ravenswood, and it was Pittsburgh Steelers. They played on October 8, 8/8. What is the Julian of August 21st? It's 8/8, and the score was 7 right here, 117, 11-7, 7-11, dude. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers played in Patriots played the Steelers on December 7, 2023. What was the date on December 7, 2023? December 7, 2023. The Pittsburgh Steelers played the Patriots, and the Drudge headline that day was "Hopefully No One Dies." And that headline was on Drudge on the morning of December 7, 2023. You click on it, it came out the night before, December 26th, but look at that timestamp. 126. What is September 26? 7 minus 6 is 1 in 2024. 926 in your face. And then 621 backwards. What is the date? What does August mean? August means 6. 621 backwards. Dude, are you kidding me right now? Hopefully no one dies. That's what they're telling you on 621. How many people actually remember the headline on Drudge on December 7, 2023? Not any rapture retard, because they're brain dead pot addicts. They're potheads. They're drug addicts. They're losers. Hopefully no one dies. Hopefully no one dies on that date. And magically the score was 21-18. 21-18. And if you go to Trump's most important day in history with a timestamp of 118, what is the Julian of November 8th? It's 21-18 right here. 21-18. The exact day that game was played, right? And what was the date? What was the date on the Torah calendar on that day? Hopefully no one dies. It was 9/22, September 22nd, midday. September 22nd midday. What is the other September 22nd midday on our calendar? It's on August 21st. Hopefully nobody dies. And that was the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the New England Patriots. Right there on 8/8, the Pittsburgh Steelers played the Baltimore Ravens, the Batman game on 8/8. And what is the Julian of August 21st? It's 8/8. And what was the number on that clip at the beginning? The number on that player, the number was 8/6. And what is the damn day? What is the damn day? Are you out of time? You're out of time on 8/6. On 8/6. Let's look at that. So if we're looking at 8/8, the 13th, 8/8, exactly the Julian of that day. What's the next day? 8/9. When did the Hawaii fires start? They started on August 8th into August 9th. His number was 8/6. Sixes are nines. So you're out of time when we get to the 22nd. We get to August 22nd, Friday. That's when you're out of time. That's when the real ritual starts. You'll have something going on at MetLife Stadium, in my opinion, at nighttime. The Hurricanes are right off the coast on Thursday night, August 21st. Same as 9/11. The same name of the hurricane. The hurricane intensifies. And what was the last time there was a big-ass massive hurricane? On September 26, 9/26. 9/2-6. And the Julian of 9/26 was 8/9, October 9th. October 9th. And there was a second hurricane that hit Florida. They're telling you this date. Dude, use your brain. Listen to this again. It's not rocket science. This is not ciphers and 1 + 9 is 12 and all this crap. It's literally a 5-year-old can see this. It's 2 simple damn calendars. Adding the lunar, the Hebrew, the Torah. It's literally it's a couple little calendars. That's all this is. A 5-year-old can figure this shit out. Dude, don't be a rapture retard. October 7th, over and over again. The night of August 21st, Bin Laden, Nice, 9/5. Only Trump can prevent a 9/11 on 9/5. September 5th, November 5th will be the most important day in history. IPEC GOAT, market collapse, war coverage, and 3/26. And when was Morgan Freeman sanctioned? He was sanctioned on 5/22. And when is 5/22? When the hell is 5/22? When is 5/22? 5/22, when Morgan Freeman was sanctioned, is exactly on this date, right? 11 minus 6 is 5. What are the odds? He got sanctioned on 5/22. The movie came out talking about, on 6/22, talking about September 22nd midday. That only fits, all 3 of those dates fit on August 21st, the night of. Is it August 21st or is it August 12th? And now, somebody in the comments, Octavia in the comments said, why not look at August 21st of 2024? What was August 21st of 2024? If we go to August 21st of 2024, what was that day? That day on August 21st of 2024 was exactly 5/17, the start of World War III. They're clearly using 2024. I thought it was 5/12. 5/12 was 5/17, August 12th. And it was on August 12th. He said, dude, look at August 21st, 5/17. Barbie and all that released on 5/21. When is Oppenheimer's birthday? It's on 4/22. 4/22. It's all connected, dude. It's all connected this date. And the hurricane is the sign and the signal. The moon phase on Obama's face and the rest of it. If this did not blow your socks off, well, you're an idiot. And here is the grand finale. When was Bye Bye Miss American Pie recorded? On 5/26. 5/26. What is the date? On August 21st. It's 5/26, guys. It's 5/26. And what did the Q-Psyop say? We're actually in month 4, right? Month 4. That's what the Q-Psyop said, because they said August 23rd is April Fool's Day. So they said we're in month 4. 4/26 and 4/29. And when did the New York quake happen? The New York fake quake, the earth moved for us, a 4.8. What is the Julian? What is the Julian of August 21st? It's 4/8, right? 8/4, we're in month 4. People say it's 8/8. When's Obama's birthday? It's 8/4. When it all collapses, August 4th, right? And the point is, how is it August 4th? We're in month 4 and the date was 8. August 8th. August 8th. August is also month 4. The Q-Psyop said that's 4/8. But when was this fake quake? The fake quake was exactly on April 5th. What was that day? 426. 426. They're twisting and turning calendars. 426. April 26. The exact date. The exact date. Damn date on the 21st. And when was the fake eclipse? During the day. During the day of April 8th. 429. Right? 429. And what is that day? That's during the day. The sun will be darkened, the moon turned to blood before the great and terrible day. So that happened during the day. So at nighttime, what's 426 and 429? Bottom line, New York, fake quake right there on 426, 429. And what did Anna show you? The first great American eclipse was on August 21st of 2017, 7 full years later. 7 full years later, we are connected to the second eclipse and the first eclipse, the X over Babylonia. In your face with a 4.8 quake, August 4th, Obama's birthday. Do you understand? We are in month 4 and 8. The Julian of this date, August 21st, is right here. And what happened on August 4th of 2020 at 6:30 p.m.? The Beirut mini nuke, the damn mini nuke right here, right damn here, guys. And what happened on March 11th, 2020, the pandemic abortion connected to our date August 21st. And what was that day? 3/15 March, right? March is month 3, and it was the 15th Jew date. And it was 3/17 when the U.S. was declared a national disaster area. What is the damn day? What is the damn day on August 8th? It's 3/15. See that? 5 up there, 5/13, 3/15. This is your circle back date right here, right damn here. And when was the U.S. declared a national disaster? Exactly on 3/13, 3/13, right here, the 13th, the Friday the 13th, right here. August 21st, as I showed in the last video. What was that? What was the lunar date? We were coming out of month 3. So this date is 3/11 and 3/13, right here. The exact day the U.S. was declared a national disaster. They gave it to you twice. 3/11, 3/15, 3/13, right here. August 8th is the day. The Julian of August 8th, the Mayan end of the world, the Fletch Tard, and the rest of it. The New York quake, 4/8, August 4th, Obama's birthday. When is the Big Mike's birthday? On 5/17. Once 5/17, we just showed in August 21st of 2024 was 5/17, the start of World War III. Right here, the night of August 21st, 3 days of darkness. The major event is on the Friday afternoon. Saturday is the day of silence, and then the Antichrist arrives. The day Miss American Pie jump. When did Kobe Bryant die? In 126. When did Miss America Pie jump from? The 29th floor of New York. Reported on January 30th. Right here, 29th floor. Reported on January 30th. January means 5. So she jumped right on 529. Miss America. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. 526. And why do you think an 8.8 earthquake was such a big brouhaha on that day, right? Why was it such a big deal? On, remember the 5th of November, on July 29th. What day was July 29th? 529. Odd means 5, July means 5, right? 529, 8.8 earthquake. You are not a dumbass. 526, right here, 529, 6s or 9s. What is the Julian of August 21st? It's 8 in your face.
Oh, I'll tell you